Hi everyone, Charles Wilkinson from Princess Brokerage International here in Yarmouth on the Isle of Wight. And here we have today a really exciting new brokerage listing called Seahawk. It's a 2022 Princess F50 and I welcome you on board. Let's have a look. So welcome to Seahawk. We'll just go down to the stern, but before I talk about what we have here, the Princess F50 is a seriously popular model of ours. It's very beautiful and elegant, and hopefully the drone footage that Rob has done shows how good it looks from all angles. This boat is really classy. Lots of nice hull windows, saloon windows, and obviously we'll see all of that once we're inside. Anyway, so we have a tender. It's a Highfield 260 on this boat. It is available by separate negotiation, and it easily launches into the water with our hydraulic swimming platform that goes up and down at a press of a button just here on the starboard quarter. But very spacious platform. We've obviously got teak laid decks. We have a really good access into a storage compartment just there, which obviously I can't open at the moment, but actually you have double access into the same compartment in the seat just up here in the cockpit. If you join me on board, we have steps either side leading into the cockpit itself. Really easy access, very spacious everywhere, really high deck heads, very comfortable to walk around. And then here we have this really lovely dining area. The current owner actually customised this table to have one that leafed open. And the reason being, actually gives you, well, obviously easy access to the seat, but more importantly, the storage unit just there. But yeah, beautiful teak table, teak decking as well here. You can bring two folding director's chairs just there opposite, and you can get comfortably, 6 people, if not a bit more around here, having a nice lunch, nice views. And what else do we have? I mean, this space just here is lovely. It gives you very easy space around the cockpit. We're not squeezed up at all. Here we have various switches for underwater lights. The cockpit, nice LED lights going to the stairs. And we also have a Fusion stereo speaker system, kind of the modern Bluetooth connecting, so you can put Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff just there. Forward of us, here we obviously have the saloon and the aft galley. And just before we go in, these lovely Princess bifolding doors, typical Princess quality, super solid, really easy to open up. But yeah, everyone knows when you've got on a Princess, the absolute solid sturdiness of the build. Just take my shoes off, but as you can see, we come into this lovely open space of the aft galley, very comfortable. You can shuffle around people really easily here. If you're serving lunch, having drinks with each other, you're not crammed in. That's quite important. So it's a really good open space. So obviously aft galley, really popular on these models to have the galley right next to the socialising space, and actually in the middle because we have another space just there. But pouring the champagne, wine, beers right there to all your guests just sitting there. But yeah, great galley. We actually have the upgraded fridge freezer. Normally it's countertop height, but here we have the upgraded one. So very similar to what you'd have at home actually. Makes it very easy to live on board. Lovely windows on this boat. Before we delve in, before we sit down, but you can just see how the windows are just beautiful, fully wrap around. We have a gorgeous view of the Isle of Wight here. And we even have tinted windows, so you can have good privacy here, but the whole area is flooded with natural light. It's really obvious. And back to the galley, I've obviously mentioned the fridge freezer, but here we have obviously an induction hob, 3-burner, a microwave, and then quite a large dishwasher just there. But it's very well equipped everywhere. And then just opposite, we have more storage units just above here. By the way, this walnut, the satin walnut, very, very popular joinery on the Princesses. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see the grain everywhere. Very nice indeed. But yeah, storage units. And then here, the owner, this current owner actually retrofitted a very, very large wine and drinks cooler. So that's really good to have. And then, of course, very important ice maker. And then the Fusion stereo speaker system. That's all here. And then various tumblers, glasses for your drinks, just there. But yeah, really good, actually useful storage space just there. And then of course we're back into the saloon. So as I said earlier, loads of natural lights, beautiful. We've got really nice carpets, very nice fabrics. It's very comfortable. You can sit back, relax, see everyone around. But yeah, great views. We've got the television just behind me, which pops up on a mechanism. And then we've got this huge dining table, so this would be your dinners really. But yeah, really, really sociable, relaxing space. And And actually just underneath this seat just here, we have the crockery drawer. So we've got our various princess pieces there. And that's all stowed away very nicely. And as I stand up, you can see the headroom is really good in here. It must be 2 meters tall. But yeah, really lovely finishes on the Princesses. The materials, different materials everywhere, and just very comfortable. It's got a touch of class on these boats. And then opposite on the starboard side, of course, we have the lower helm. This boat is fully loaded with options. There's not much that hasn't been ticked on this boat. So as you can see, we have twin Garmin touchscreens here, one of which has the reversing camera, really helpful. We of course have the IPS engine, so they're the IPS 800 Volvo Penta engines, and that comes with the joystick. And a really good option on the IPS engine setup is the DPS, virtual anchor. It stands for Dynamic Positioning System. You press the button, it's a GPS hold, of course, and GPS. So if you're waiting outside a fuel pontoon or your berth here, you're waiting for someone to kayak past, you just press the button, take your hands off, and that will keep you dead center. It's a really, really good option to have. So this boat is really well fitted out. This little screen here, oh, there you go, it actually turns on. That is your Seakeeper 6. Really big option on this boat, very effective. I think most people are familiar with Seakeeper. It's a brand of gyroscopic stabiliser, but that is really, really popular, and it's great that this boat has it. What else do we have here? So obviously these plotters hold all sorts of functions. We have a radar, etc. You can see the plotter here is all mapped out for the Isle of Wight. We have a bow thruster, various carling switches, your anchor that's up front, you can control that from here, window wipers, nav lights, your searchlight up on the top, and then your keyless ignition system. So it's all super easy. We have 2 seats here, it's very comfortable, great views out, it's a really nice place to be. And then of course you have this window just here on the starboard side, so you can talk nicely to your friends and family who are mooring the boat for you. But yeah, it's a really good helm. It works really well. We even have leather inserts everywhere, compass just there, but it's really nicely fitted and it just works really well. It's a very nice place to be. We have some charging points as well. So here we are in the engine room. People quite like this because it is a very unusual engine room in the sense that it's got a huge amount of space in here. So I'll describe it briefly, which we have done before. This boat's on the IPS setup. However, normally the engine is right next to the IPS pod unit. But this boat, to keep its seakeeping proportions correct, they've kept the engines in the same space as if it were shaft, but they've put the pod unit all the way back there, and they connect it via a jack shaft, which I'm leaning on just here. So it means the weight of the boat is as if it is a shaft-driven boat. So it means the seakeeping is still very, very good. The weights are perfect. So yeah, this boat drives really nicely. And because we have jack shafts, this engine room is massive. So as you can see around me, we've got lots of space, generator right behind me, Seakeeper in the middle of the boat, and then yes, so jack shafts, the pods itself, behind you, Rob, the photographer, we have our compressor units for the air conditioning, and then yeah, fuel tanks either side just here. And we have our IPS 800, which is the D8 engine of the Volvo Penta. So yeah, lots of space. I mean, as you can see, the current owner has various things here that he's storing. But right here in the middle of the boat, you could probably fit fenders, paddle boards across. There's a lot of space in here, even right next to me, alongside. A lot of space on this boat. It's really, really good. But yeah, that's the engine room of the F50. Let's go back up. So here we are on the lower accommodation level with all the cabins. As we're on the topic of high spec by the helm station, this boat is fully fitted with reverse cycle air conditioning to all cabins and saloon. So warm and icy cold, take your pick. And obviously it's powered by a generator, very important option to have. So cabins, this boat is a 3-cabin and 2-head layout. Very, very popular. It works really well. We've got this gorgeous master cabin, which we'll go into in a second. Huge windows, full beam of the whole boat. So we have really nice space down there. And here on the starboard side, we have a bunk cabin arrangement. Works really well. There's actually steps between the bunks, so it's really easy access. lovely windows with twin portholes, lots of storage. Hanging storage is really important on boats, and you have a really good tall hanging storage there for your shirts and dresses, etc. But very nice cabin, and lovely carpet all the way throughout this boat as well. But if you join me into the forward, we call this the VIP. So really nice double bed, very easy access either side with steps, so you can get onto the bed really easily. I should step back down because I make these boats look quite small and a bit too tall. But yeah, lovely storage all the way above. Windows, really important, so when you wake up in the mornings, you have a fantastic view out. You can control your speaker system here. We've got reading lights, we've got USB for charging and plugs. And we even have a makeup mirror here on the port side. As you can see, we have that just there, and some storage for doing your makeup. And the second head that I mentioned, it is ensuite to this VIP cabin, but it's also the day head. So I'll walk around the other side here. And then we have the day head just there. It has twin access, we call it Jack and Jill. So that is a fantastic ensuite, really. We've got towel rails that heat up, and then we've got a lovely basin, electric flush loos. And then, of course, we have a standing shower. And we have nice tiles to the floor. It's just a really well fitted out ensuite. So here we come into the master cabin. As you can see, we have this door right there, so it makes the whole area completely private. Ensuite just here with the sliding door, so it's super easy and accessible, but very similar ensuite to the day head. Really nice space, separate shower to your loo. Really good area, electric flush loo, nice basin, the Perrin and Row basin, and lots of mirrors and storage. So that's a really good unit just there. And then just opposite the ensuite, we have the Miele washer dryer. Really good option to have, especially if you spend more than a couple of nights on board. People love having those. And here we are into the master cabin. Very good standing headroom, considering it's a midships. And then, yeah, we have a lovely bed, large television opposite, huge windows. These windows are absolutely fantastic, and it's not until you actually wake up in these beds in the morning that you appreciate those. Huge sideboard here on the starboard side. And as you can see, we have a makeup mirror, various storage units. We even have 2 drawers underneath the bed just there. The all-important hanging locker full of clothes, very important. But it's just really nicely finished here. As you can see, the leather inserts into the sideboard, the satin walnut. Princess cover all the walls and interior finishes. Everything is finished really lovely. And I love the smoked mirror glass above the headboard on the bed. It's a really nice area. I'll step down a bit just so I can stand up. But on the port side, we have a really good, nickname, sock sofa, so you can put your socks on, but it's a really nice area to be. Portholes, very important, fresh air through the boat. But yeah, it's a lovely cabin, really well fitted. Love the satin walnut, it looks lovely down here. But let's go up to the Flybridge and have a look outside. So here we come to the Flybridge of the F50. Really lovely area. As you can see, we have the bimini deployed, and that actually is electrically operated. We press the button on the helm, you undo the bag that covers it, and then press the button, fully opens up, stretches all the way back here, and it clips onto the back. And it's lovely. On this beautiful day here in England, it's a really lovely place to be. You're sheltered, you're not too hot. It's nice. So what do we have here on the Flybridge? We've got really nice, similar to what we have downstairs, but it's actually slightly bigger. So it's a wraparound seating area. We have covers for all of these as well, so you can put it into winter mode. But this table's great, fully folds open, cup holders, just means easy access. If you're not bothered about dining or drinking, you can close it up. And it even has these metal studs on the table so that the wood doesn't touch. Really nice, and the grain. It's just the Princess quality is great. And then obviously we have an electric griddle with a hot and cold tap to your sink, and then various storage units, the bins under here on the left side of the unit. But the Princess quality is lovely, really solid fiberglass work. So contrary to what we have downstairs on the main deck of real teak, upstairs we have synthetic teak, which the current owner put on, but it's super easy to maintain. You can even use, pressure washer up here if you need to, which is a bit of a sacrilege word on boats, but you can use it up here. Easy to maintain, lovely. And then on the port side here, we have, again, a sociable space that accompanies the helm, so you can have you know, a couple of people facing forward if you've got a bunch of you up here. And then actually the drawer, there's an infill drawer just here, so you can turn this into a sun pad, which is the reason for this backward rest here. We've got an upstairs little fridge cooler, so your bottles of Whispering Angel Rosé or champagne, put that right in there with some ice, keep them nice and fresh and cold. Lovely. And then, yeah, the helm is similar to what we have on the lower. We've got twin screens up here. You don't have to, that's an option, but we've got a full spec up here. Twin Garmin touchscreens. Joystick and throttle sticks, obviously, to the starboard side of the helm, so that we can actually look, you know, I can dock the boat and have a look at the same time. And then, of course, your bow thruster toggle just there. And then, yeah, same switches, really nice. And then you even have a little escape route for the person that's accompanying the driver. They can escape and go down if they need to. So the helm area works really well up here. So that concludes the walkthrough tour here on Seahawk, the 2022 Princess F50 in Yarmouth. It's a really high spec. Hopefully I demonstrated that on this walkthrough tour, but we've got a gyro stabiliser. We've got the DPS function, virtual anchor on the IPS engines. We have a generator, reverse cycle air conditioning throughout, etc. And we also have the wine fridge, which is massive in the saloon area. But we've got a really good spec on this boat. It's been fully prepared for this season. It was done in April of this year. Fully serviced. It presents really nicely. It's very clean, and hopefully the photos and everything show that. But yeah, this boat is it's here in Yarmouth, just outside Yarmouth. We can see it from here, but you can get there from Lymington to Yarmouth ferry, very easy. But everything is on our website, the specification, the videos, the photos, everything is on our web link below. And we'd love to hear from you and show you the boat. Thank you.